Hey guys, Marissa at kitchentablestamper.com. Today I've got a thank you card. Thank you so very much. And I've done it in two different color palettes. We're going to do this color palette today, this petal pink one. And the supplies that you need to make this thank you note are Butterfly Gala stamp set. It's brand new from the 2019 Occasions catalog. I've got my Butterfly Duet Punch. Yes, the punch is out of stock, but it will be back in March. Don't panic. It's coming back. I know that you guys love it. In the meantime, don't miss out on the Butterfly Gala stamp set, the Butterfly Gala class that's going on at the Kitchen Table Stamper online classroom. It's a great product. The rectangle stitched framelits, we're going to use those today, and those are also from the 2019 Occasions catalog. I've got my layered leaves 3D textured impressions folder, and this is from the annual catalog. I'm using the Stampin' Up lace trim. It's this beautiful, very vanilla half-inch lace, and I'm also using the ribbons from the Tea Room ribbon combo pack, and this is what inspired this card, really. The color combination, the kind of elegance is this copper edge ribbon here. Stampin' pads for this project, soft suede. If you're gonna do the blue combos, it's Pool Party and Coastal Cabana combination. For this one, we're gonna use soft suede and petal pink. I've also got my Stampin' blends here in light Calypso Coral to do some details in my butterfly. See, we're gonna stamp and then use the marker, a little multimedia for some dimension there. And then I've got my early espresso Stampin' Right. For my blue combination, I used Coastal Cabana second generation for the ink stamped, and then the light Bermuda Bay for the details. All right. I'll put the information for all of these products on the supply list on the project sheet. If you don't know already, there's a project sheet on the blog. If you are on YouTube, follow the link to the blog and click the link below the embedded video that says get the project sheet here. You'll find supply list and measurements, everything you need to recreate this project. You don't have to jot these measurements down right now. My card base for this project is petal pink, and it's 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. I've already cut my stitched rectangle. It's this third largest one. I'll put the actual measurement so there's no doubt on the project sheet. I've got a piece that's about 2 1/4, 2.5 by 3, and we're going to use this piece to cut off with our rectangle die and add a little designer series paper touch at the bottom so you can get 2 cards out of this little piece. And I've also got a scrap of Very Vanilla for my little butterfly detail here. You can see that I got a little dimensional butterfly. All right, so I'm gonna get the Stampin' pads and the Stampin' Pierce mat, and we'll get our stamping going. All right, so I'm back with my soft suede and petal pink, and I'm going to ink up my butterflies with the soft suede. I want really good coverage because the bottom half of this butterfly is going to be pretty solid. And I'm gonna stamp it about 1/8 of an inch from the stitches, right on that stitched rectangle piece. And then we're only concerned about the little butterfly here, so I'm gonna grab a piece of scratch paper, protect my Stampin' Pierce mat, and I'm gonna just stamp my little butterfly on the edge there. You can stamp the whole thing and punch it out. You just have an extra butterfly for another project. That might be kind of nice, actually. All right, now for filling in this little dude, we're gonna ink up in petal pink, and we're going to fill in. Now for the pink, the petal pink card, I did full strength ink when I stamp in for my butterflies, but for the Coastal Cabana version and Pool Party version, I stamped off the Coastal Cabana, so it was a second generation. A little bit lighter effect when you stamp off first. All right, so we got these guys stamped and filled in. Now we're not quite done stamping. I'm going to just move aside my soft suede ink pad and grab my Big Shot because we're gonna put in our designer series paper so we can see exactly where we wanna stamp our thank you greeting. All right, I'm back here with my Big Shot, so let's get our die cutting done. I'm gonna add our little rectangle, and we want about a 1-inch strip of designer series paper. So we're making sure that our edges are square. Just tack down the die with a little bit of low tack tape. We want to just run that through, and that'll keep our stitched edge continuous, even over that little designer series accent. So there's our designer series paper with the stitch around the edges. Set that aside. Now we've got the Big Shot. Let's set up for embossing with that 3D. We're gonna put the card front in our folder here and give this a little crank. For this guy, you just need one plate over the top and the basic platform. Look at all that gorgeous texture. I love how some are kind of shadows of leaves and some are really deep impressions. It's a beautiful folder. All right, let's clear this away and get our ink pad back. Okay, so we're gonna take our snail adhesive here and go ahead and adhere this panel to the bottom of our very vanilla panel. And now we can see exactly where we need to stamp our thank you greeting. So pulling the soft suede back in. I love this thank you so very much. All right, ink it up and center it right to left. Now you'll need a little bit of tear and tape or some fast fuse. A little bit stronger adhesive here is important. Just ran it along the top edge of the designer series paper. Now let's embellish this little panel, should we? Let me get this Stampin' Pierce mat out of here. So I had a talk with a friend the other day. If you're a kitchen table stamper customer, then you know I was offering host code. And if there's a host code on the blog and you could use it for a gift from me. And I got to thinking about the postage rates that are going up and started to rethink my host code. Well, a dear friend of mine had said that it's not about how much she gets in the mail, it's about, you know, being able to get those host rewards on her order and just not leave them on the table. And so she had talked to me about it and really put the whole host code thing in a fresh light for me. So I am using the host code again. And I just wanted to shout out thank you to those of you who use the kitchen table stamper host code. With the last host code, I was able to get the tea room ribbon combo and the lace trim for all of these cards. I send about 60 thank you cards a month, sometimes more, to my customers. And I make sure, I don't know if you see what I'm doing here, I'm tacking the ribbon, the lace trim down, but as I go, I'm pleating, just making a little kind of delicate pleat there, and then sticking it into the strong adhesive. And so she had said those things. I was busy comparing myself to other people and looking at the raising postage rates, and I was feeling a little discouraged about the whole thing. And she had come back and told me to just do what I do, just do me. And that really was what I needed to hear. So the host code is back. When you use the host code, you will always get a handmade thank you card from me. When you order from me, you always get a handmade thank you card from me. But oftentimes what I do with that host code rewards is look for flat embellishments that I can send affordably. I just tacked down those two little ruffles with mini glue dots and things that I can pop right inside of a thank you card, and I send according to those of you who are generous enough to use that host code. So that's what the little gift is from me, and I'm going to continue to do that. I'm not going to compare myself. I'm just going to keep doing what I do. So this is my thank you card, and what I did with the last host code rewards was get the ribbon to make about 60, 70 of these cards. All right, so I just tied myself a little vanilla copper bow, and I'm going to go ahead and glue on with the mini glue dots. And so that's it. Thank you for when you do use the host code, you'll always get a little something happy mail from me. And the host code is available at the bottom of the blog or on the right hand sidebar. And there will be a link to a tutorial on what is the host code and how to use it. I'm just very appreciative of those of you who sponsor my business in that way so that I can send these gorgeous thank you cards, so that I can reward those of you who place bigger orders with the host code with a little something special. Okay, so we've got our little thank you so very much panel, and let's bring our sample back in here. So this is what I do is I send the thank you card, but inside I leave a little post-it note that says I didn't sign this card before sending it off to you. Instead, it holds my warmest thoughts, invisible but true. So if you find the need to brighten someone's day, take this card and sign it and send it on its way. Thank you so much for your Stampin' Up! Order. I appreciate your business. And when you receive a card from me, you can pull that little post-it note out, and then this card is my gift to you for you to use or to copy, whatever you want to do with it. It's yours from me as a thank you gift. All right, so let's get these guys onto the card, and I'm going to use some dimensionals. Let's see here. I have a little strip that keeps hanging around that I cut into bits. So these are going in the mail, so I'm gonna make sure that I really support the center there. Get some dimensional on the back of that. And then we still need a little bit more. It's not enough. Okay, so those are all sticky, and we're just going to center this right in the front panel of our card here. Now, there is a little stamp to do the body on the butterfly, but I will be in no hurry with these guys, so I'm just going to swipe with my little early espresso marker here, make the body. And then now you can leave this card the way that it is, really cute. Put the body on the big guy, of course. Or you can grab your butterfly duet punch when they come back in stock, and you can get them, and you can just pop out this little guy and add a little bit of dimension by folding up his wings. Hold his body with your thumb, fold up his wing, and make a little flat spot there, and then drop a multi-purpose liquid glue on that flat spot. We'll add just a little extra dimension to your card. You glue that right in the center of the big guy. All right, so there they are, my Butterfly Gala thank you so very much cards. Thank you so very much for being a kitchen table stamper customer and for using the host code for all the ways that you support my business. These cards are also going out to my kitchenettes this month. Spoiler alert. So whether you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator on the kitchenettes team, a kitchen table stamper customer, kitchen table stamper online classroom student, all the ways that you contribute to and support my business when you place orders, when you come to classes, when you use the host code, I'm so very thankful. All right, guys, if you got any questions about Stampin' Up!, about the project, or if there's anything I can do to help you stay crafty, email me, Marisa at kitchentablestamper.com. Thanks for watching.